2025, 7 PM. Would everyone please rise for the pledge of allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We had one cancellation for, geez, I can't think of his name. Dan Puckett was gonna come in. He bought the property. I just want to touch base on this quick. Even though he isn't coming, he bought, Lindy Even Warmer's house and garage on Deesville Road.
Oh, okay.
And, it was always had, Lindy always had a garage there, but he
Right.
wants to do, like automotive service there and stuff.
Mhm.
I was thinking, maybe I'm thinking back too far, that was allowed in the RA with site plan or, and you,
Oh, yeah, it's allowed in RA.
yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the, you know, cause
It's
we
a-
were looking the other day.
Yeah,
We
it
weren't
didn't
coming up
have
with
it
it.
on
It's
the,
under automotive repair.
yeah, there was nothing on
There is.
automotive.
Eh?
Well, not that I saw. Well, I looked it up.
It's special use permit and site plan.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
next month, I'll
Oh,
probably be in.
Yeah, next month.
Has he filled one out and
I
submitted
sent
one?
it to him.
Okay.
But you know, he had something come up. He was gonna come.
Mhm.
So. Okay, so we'll probably be dealing with that next month.
Good,
Yeah.
another little
He's
business,
a good guy, yeah.
another
yeah.
small business,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, it helps people out, having a
Yes.
close by. So everybody doesn't have to go to Albany to have their car worked.
Yeah.
At $140 an hour.
Report, yeah.
Okay, I guess Kima is up first.
Rich.
Oh, Rich? Okay,
Hi, Rick from Nolan Engineering.
Yep.
I didn't bring one of my easel parts, I didn't know what was in the bag, but I have the drawings and I.
Yeah.
You have the drawings as well.
I think we're, yeah, probably seen him enough, that, you know.
Yeah, there's Chima now.
Okay.
So I think, we missed last month, I believe, perhaps 2 months ago I was here last.
Yep, December.
Okay.
December? Yeah, I think I remember.
We've, gotten a lot further, I think. We received 2 rounds of, engineering comments. One, we addressed, both rounds. There may be a few open items. So I can speak from the last round of comments from the engineer, unless you have other questions.
No, I'd like you to just, go with them, if you.
Sure.
Uh,
I'm looking at a response, letter that was dated January 29th of this year.
That would be that.
From Skip,
Yeah.
from Craig Manning.
This our
Oh, which one?
response
Oh,
to
oh.
theirs. This is what it looks
So
like.
it's next in the packet. Yeah.
All right, okay.
The first page is just saying what they reviewed. Starting on the second page, it says page 1 of 7. They claim that any responses to their first round of comments that we addressed appropriately, they took off. So then if you go to page 2 of 7, they're saying that they agree that the seeker's sufficiently complete, and they're looking for you to be the lead agency. The next big comment under C, this is there's 2 lots that we're combining. So the first time we were here, we did not have like an official survey with a description of the properties. We've since obtained that through a surveyor. That should be in your packet somewhere. Okay,
So they're definitely one now, or?
are they one
Where are we at
team
with
or is
that?
it in
That was
process?
kind of a big question we had before, you know, and we never.
Yeah, they combine to like 2 lot together.
And the deed is getting prepared?
Yes.
Do you know if it's submitted?
No, deed is not submitted yet, but
But it's in process?
yes.
Okay.
And we just gotta keep that in mind before we can give you finalize it, you know.
Yes.
In the map they submitted, they do have here line to be removed
Yeah,
on the survey.
Yeah.
From Bethlehem survey.
but it'll be filed with the county eventually.
Yes.
Okay.
Moving on to D. One of the things we still have to come through is the well. There's a well installed, not on this property, that currently serves, nothing. I think there was gonna be a retirement home or assisted living home, it never got built. So that's the well we intend on using.
Well, I was thinking, and like I said it before, I meant to drive down there. I was thinking there was 2 wellheads down there. You
There's
know,
only one.
there's only one, huh?
There's only one.
I don't know why I was thinking they had drilled 2, yeah.
There's only one.
We did an engineering report, a water usage report, which you should have that. We only need 1,000 gallons a day, I believe it came out to.
Yeah.
And you were gonna have storage, correct?
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna have storage. So even if the well put out 1 GPM,
Yeah.
you know, we've got it. For Department of Health purposes, they usually require a lot, Part 5 test and a yield test to get approved, for the public to drink that water. So that's something that will be done. It's just like a test for minerals and bad things and coli.
But you were, somewhere along the way, we were talking that there, I don't even, they called looking for
They
a
did call
yield
and
test.
asked me for
a
the
flow
yield-
test,
the well
from,
yield.
yeah.
Yeah,
And,
that-
someone from Europe,
Yeah,
Nolan, called me and asked Colin maybe.
Colin, yeah.
And I said, I don't have that information. He would have to call Claverick Pump or whoever.
yeah, I
was the
don't
one who
think
dug
we
the
ever
well.
got that, to that point with Grant. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember that
Yeah, I
part.
wouldn't think
I
so.
I don't think, no.
So
But
we know that
did
there
you get
needs to
this?
be a yield
that-
test, flow test on that.
I'm sure he did, we'll get to that.
You received this letter from the Department of
I
Health?
believe so, yes.
Okay.
We could go. through that
Yeah,
here.
because when we get that stuff, April sent that out to everybody,
Yes.
Creighton Manning.
Yeah, I have that with me.
Okay.
We could talk to that after this.
But, I mean, you're figuring on, has anybody contacted? I'm pretty sure it was Claverack Pump that did that well.
Yes, yeah, they said they don't remember they doing it. We did contact with them. But
Really?
they said they're gonna do the test.
No, so I wonder if it never got tested.
Yeah, they said
yield
like
test.
when you need us, so we can do the test, you know,
Okay.
so, yeah.
So they're gonna do that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they gonna-
What it's 3.5 gallons per minute now?
That's the comment from your engineer. That's a normal minimum expected well flow for
Oh,
for
I thought it
any
was
well.
5 gallons.
I've heard different numbers ranging
Yeah.
from 3.5 to
Usually the
5.
banks ask for 5
Yep. I've
gallons.
yeah?
definitely heard
Yeah.
that
You know,
range.
You mean, not on a house, right?
Yeah,
I know a lot of people that, a lot less than that.
I did a lot of home
That's a lot.
inspections.
I know,
We
me
were
too.
shooting for
Yeah.
3.5
I think they
gallons.
kind of sway it.
Yeah.
But this is commercial, that's why I'm surprised it's 3.5 gallons.
Yeah.
Just asking.
So, yeah, we do.
So
need
that's
that.
still up in the air
We
as
need
well.
that to be done.
Yeah.
Yes. There's no fire suppression needed for this. It's less
Yeah.
than 12,000 square feet,
Yeah.
single story. so.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, new gas stations since 2015 don't even need
No,
fire
they don't
suppression
need
anymore.
on the canopy,
And
they
the
don't need
canopy.
the passes.
Oh, yeah?
They don't require that anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of that.
Who requires it to begin with?
I'm sorry, what?
What New York State agency required it?
They
Well,
usually,
there was DEC,
DEC? No.
there was DEC was requiring this, but due to like so much heat,
Yeah,
like when, like in summertime,
mm-hmm.
it's like it was coming down, so then they stop it, so,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
They used
So
to go
They
on.
don't require it anymore.
Same with the wastewater report, we provided that. It's roughly the same as you can imagine, the daily uses of 1,000 gallons, but they allow you a little less for waste, 90%. The septics, we did find out a lot more information about the septic system that's currently installed. Apparently it has a SPEES permit. We're working on getting that, meaning that it, it's allowed to discharge, I think it's close to 5,000 gallons a day. It was designed to treat up to 5,000 gallons per day. We only need 1,900 gallons a day. So
Boy,
it's
that's a big system.
a
yeah.
big system. It's way over
To
designed.
do 5,000 a day.
It has a large sand chambers and 7 aerators and I think like 8 tanks buried out there. So it's definitely over designed.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to address that with the health department.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about that subpart 5.1. The sanitary waste where it discharges might be a concern.
Were they talking about that for the waste or the?
The waste discharging past the well, they don't want the septic up here in your well down here,
Okay,
basically, so I don't know what the system will consist of, but where it's gonna discharge, it can't leach out above the well.
and we'll address that with him because this system, how I understand it, which actually concerns another comment, it actually discharges clean water. It's not like a normal septic system. So they might not be aware of that, I don't know.
I don't think they are, if you read what they wrote, there's a lot of things they are assuming.
Right.
They don't know, which is why I brought it up if you saw this, because you're gonna have to address the issues with them.
I know the well is considerably higher than, I'm thinking their discharge, I'm familiar with the site somewhat. The discharge point would be down in that cut kind of in there. But I'm just wondering if there is, even though it's been through the system, is there a 100-foot minimum between the discharge point and the well?
Yes, yes, that's
Yeah.
100 feet, that's the requirement.
Yeah, yeah, I know, I wasn't sure whether they, you know,
Yeah,
it's on a lot of stuff, but I know it was on that,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the requirement.
Yeah.
I'll take that down as a note just to like show on the drawings that we have the 100 feet
Yeah,
separation.
Can you refresh my memory here? The septic system, everything is on your property, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
Well,
Now that you combined it.
now they own both
Right,
parcels.
now that you're combined, okay. I knew that.
Yeah, to go back to the property, it looks like in the map says it's gonna be just slightly over 4 acres. Just
Okay, I have it with me.
Well, I have the map right
All
here.
right,
Looks like 2 acres exactly, plus or minus, and 2.1 plus or minus, so just slightly over 4
Yes.
acres.
You know, I'm really surprised we sent a lead agency letter out to DOT, right? When we did this?
I thought we did,
Yeah, I thought I saw some
I think we have
response
something
back.
from
But-
them.
only from the DOT.
But I don't remember getting a response from
County
that.
Board, I didn't get anything back.
Because
from
you're
the
putting
DOT.
another entrance there on 9W.
Oh, it's in the health department letter, or the county letter,
Yeah, I
something
think
about
it's in the
DOT.
county
Yeah,
letter.
Yeah, but no, DOT would respond directly now.
Didn't get any-
no, not to them, but they
Yeah.
are addressing your signage issues and I think your egress.
Yeah, actually, I think we have the other company working on with DOT, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so we have another, engineer working on
It's
it.
funny, I don't think we ever got any response that I remember of, you know?
We may have not gotten that far with them yet, so.
Oh, okay, so maybe they're just not responding at this point,
Right,
because they're 30 days or more than up, you know, since we sent the letter.
okay.
So you're dealing directly with them?
Oh, so you sent them something and they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
responded
yeah.
to you, okay,
Right.
And we usually
then I don't know.
get a one way or the other
I
letter.
sent 5 out and only got these 2 responses back.
Okay, so it's not just DOT then. If they don't respond, does that mean they're good, or does that mean you gotta reach out to them
I
again?
would assume, I mean, if they have.
Well,
no comments,
before we
never
finalize everything, I certainly like
Yeah.
to see it in black and white, that
Right.
somebody's happy with it, because rather
Yes.
than all of a sudden, you're putting in an entrance and they come along and say, what's up?
I agree.
You
because
know?
New York State government, you know, makes-
No, well, Green County is pretty good about it, but still, you know,
but still,
Yeah,
I agree
they're
with
gonna come along, put the brakes on things if
Yeah.
if something isn't, you know.
You gonna send a reminder email?
I don't know.
To them or something? Is that
Maybe,
possible?
maybe we ought to send a
happened,
second.
but I guess I should.
Why don't we ask
Try
them
to
for
get
a
a contact.
response? Is
Yeah.
it good or is it bad? Are you with us? or-
Yeah,
you know?
that's, yeah.
Okay.
I just like to not get in the 11th
I
hour
agree.
and find out that's
You
a
don't want,
problem.
you know.
The entrance should already be permitted, it's just the
Yeah,
new one,
the one
the
entrance, yeah.
exit.
Yeah,
They've done many traffic studies over the last 5 years, probably at least.
Well,
two
so Brant
that I
had
know.
that one entrance all done.
Right.
They were all happy with that. you
Yes.
know. But the other one, we've gotten nothing back. so,
Nothing.
yeah, so, yeah, maybe battle of the stage again,
Okay, I'll see
if
who,
you would. Good.
see who I can talk to.
Some really,
Just send them another letter. They get time.
some really easy comments we addressed. There was a missing a north arrow. The zoning, table we had was, incorrect, or the setback from the, our canopy was too close to the road. I think it was 40 feet, not 50, so we moved that back. So that should be in compliance now. We didn't have a monument sign shown in the original drawings, but we do have one shown now. I'm sure you guys most likely have your own rules for heights and sizes and stuff, and we'll make sure we meet that. We just conceptually.
We're 35 feet, so I don't think you'd have anything built.
Refer to the code book when you look at it and do it.
Okay.
No, I mean, but it's just, the height's 35, isn't it, Max? But you
I
won't have-
don't know off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
I'm pretty sure, because I think we've been down that, but I don't think you have anything close to that, do you?
No, it's a monument sign. It's probably like, just this big, this high, but,
No, but I mean, your canopy and your building and stuff.
the canopy isn't,
It's 20 something, maybe?
It's probably not 35 feet high. We did provide an elevation view, which should be one of these sheets. So,
I can't imagine.
There's a whole section online you can even go to,
right.
look for the signs. They'll give you all the rundown on it. You need to follow.
We had a sanitary clean out. We provided the construction details that they were looking for. We labeled the setback dimensions for the structures. We provided a loading zone. Off-street parking spaces shall be, we increased the size of the parking spots to 20-foot long by 10-foot wide. Those are pretty good sized spots. We've since had a full SWIP done and a stormwater design done by Brett. I got him on speed dial if we need to call him up if you guys happen to have any questions for that.
No, but you're gonna forward that to, Skip, to Creighton Manor?
Oh,
Is there-
sure, if it hasn't been done already, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, just,
I'm not sure. Okay. Do you guys send that to, we sent to you, right?
well, if you could just
I
communicate,
I have it.
communicate directly, it'd be fine, And, we'll touch base with them,
Just note, he's supposed to get it.
Okay. It may have, we'll definitely look into that. There was a question about the existing water supply line and that septic discharge line might not be 10 feet. It's not shown as 10 feet on the drawings. I guess our argument is if that water really is not dangerous when it comes out, then I think.
well, it's not a pressure line, it's a gravity line,
It's a gravity line.
yeah, so,
Yeah. So we would hope that be
not like it's
okay.
a pressurized sewer line, so.
Grease trap, we do have a note, for a grease, we did add a note for a grease trap, an interior grease trap, for the building. Usually we do that in the construction drawings, but yes, we, will have, most of your sites have grease traps, right? So we'll install a grease trap in the building.
I think you have to have it though.
Well, if you get a,
Yeah, the kitchen.
if you get a private septic system, you definitely want one.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't go too well after a while. With the community code and some of that.
Yeah. No, that's not nice, Ron.
We did provide elevation views for the two fuel canopies. Traffic, we are not doing, somebody else's, so they want to see the turn radiuses on the parking lot for like the fuel trucks and stuff, so that's forthcoming. It's gonna be forthcoming.
Okay.
They wanted to see a photometric plan for the lighting, so we provided that to one of the sheets. Had a company do that for us. The light poles are 20 feet. We understand they can't be higher than 20 feet, so we got that shown on the drawings. Stormwater pollution prevention plan, that was completed. I'll ensure that was provided to Skip. There was a question about the parking spots. They're saying that 300, one parking spot per 300 square feet. The building's 90 by 40, which is 3,600 square feet, so divided by 300 would be 12 spots. So we have 12 spots plus 12 at the pumps. Most places where we design gas stations allow the pump spots to count as parking spots. So that's 24 spots. So we have double what should be needed, so hopefully that's okay. I mean, I park a lot at the pumps and running. I mean, usually I get gas, but then I also go.
So you're the guy that.
Well,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I usually get gas.
All the lines.
I try to be fast. The vehicle, site distances, that's gonna have to be provided by the same company we use for the turning radius and stuff, just not my specialty. I think we met or resolved 80% of the comments, and we have the few open ones being the traffic stuff, the turnaround stuff, not to mention the DOT stuff. The sewer, discharge stuff, and the well yield stuff. So a few things out there we still have to tackle.
How will you handle the health department's concerns? Will you deal directly with them?
Yeah, we have,
I
for,
mean, that would be good because then, get some kind of feedback from them. So that, that we're covered on that.
yep,
Anybody else got any, I think that'd be best way to approach it, don't you?
Yeah, we should get, no, letter from the health department saying that
Right.
the issue's been addressed.
Yeah.
We're okay to proceed forward.
and I've been doing this a long time, but
Yeah.
I'm by no means an expert, so we have had other facilities be approved, and the health department just doesn't issue, like, there's one right now we're working on with the Dunkin' Donuts. That building was approved by the town, it's built,
Yeah.
but we're not allowed to open that Dunkin' Donuts until the health department blesses off our well and everything. We'd rather go that route just
Yeah.
for speed, because they are slow.
Yeah.
So I don't think that necessarily has to hold you up, knowing that they will not let us serve the public without their certificates, so.
Yeah,
That's
and
an
that's true,
option.
because I had a restaurant.
Well, that's all the more reason to touch base with them sooner than later,
Correct.
Usually they come in the picture after like we are complete with the project, like before we open up, they need all the approvals. Because we need to see like what kind of system we need to provide them.
And we would put that, if we're not at that point, when we go to approval, we put that as a condition of.
Oh, yes, that's fine.
That would be acceptable.
Yeah, that's some town they do.
Yeah.
Like the conditional approval.
Now, the Green County Health Department, you'd probably be dealing with something out in Oneonta.
Yes.
They're out of
Yeah.
here, so.
Yeah.
They're so close to opening. Yeah, it's like.
That's the way it works, yeah.
So I do have the Department of Health comments, and they're pretty normal.
Yeah.
And that's something we can handle. And then we also received the Greene County Department of Economic Development. And going through their comments, regrading and drainage, that's gonna be covered in the stormwater plan.
Yeah.
The signage, no fire suppression, water testing is, gonna be done, has to be done. I'm not sure how to handle the Northern Harrier. Is that me or is
Oh,
that?
God. I saw that and I was
Did we
like,
get a response from DEC?
can we?
We sent a letter,
These are the responses, just these two.
we sent a letter out.
That's the response. The town planning board and the applicant should ensure compliance with DEC regulations regarding mitigation of the Northern Harrier, so.
Can
We
we
should
wipe that-
identify
Can
sensitive
we wipe
areas.
those lines out? Jesus.
Well, they've been notified,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so,
This one was a head scratcher, excavation depth discrepancy. The applicant indicates approximately 12 foot of excavation, but bedrock is noted at 6.5%. I don't know where they're getting the 12 foot from and who told them there was bedrock at 6.
I don't know where they got, I was looking at that too, I was wondering where the 6.5 foot.
Well, they had to get it from the seeker.
Huh?
They had to get it from the
Yeah.
seeker.
Yeah, I sent them what we had.
So
That
Yeah,
was
'cause
it.
it's
you
on
filled
there.
out the seeker.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't remember putting bedrock at
6.5 feet?
but-
Do we have it here? We can dig it up and see what's going on.
Or we would need to.
My
dig
guess
12
is-
feet, because the footings for the building would be 4 feet unless the stormwater is going 12 feet, but that's, yeah.
Not, it's not there.
we'll see a six.
Okay,
I have this
put in
If you
some
really
piers
want
here
to
not that
report.
long ago, and they worked through 100 feet of clay before they got that solid.
So that might be.
He's gonna address it. He's,
Yeah, septic system,
Electrical demand, you're all set with that?
There's 3-phase power down 9W there, and
Yeah, it should be.
it's not like there are, I mean, other than refrigeration, gas pumps are, you know,
Yeah.
running huge, you know?
right. Redraining and drainage, again, that's in the stormwater. It looks like they're in favor of it, we're reading between the lines and some of their comments toward the end. Exactly where it looks.
So you say the stormwater plan is done?
Yes, it's done.
Okay, if you could get that to them.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that you don't have I apologize for that.
well, I wanted to just show you one thing here. I saw, because this is tractor trailer coming onto 9W. You see the length of the radius of the arch here?
Oh,
When they
yeah,
gotta
okay.
take the turn to go north,
Then what if
this is a real sharp radius. And if they got, I know you're gonna have your guy do it to scale, but they gotta be able to come out here without crossing the
Before I
line.
even started here.
You know, I could almost expect
That's
this
right.
to be a larger radius on this side.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be on this side because they're crossing over.
The right turn radius, have to check that.
April seems to think we have a copy of a SWIP plan.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if we ever got to Great Manor.
I could, we have it, okay. I could print out tomorrow and email you guys.
So we're good on it. It's funny that, because I didn't see any comments from Skip on it.
Mhm.
So
Was it in the first part? Didn't we have that?
I just wondering if they never got it, maybe.
Yeah.
It's dated February, or
Yeah.
revised September 24th.
Maybe we should check because wasn't there trauma going on here during that period of time?
That's okay, I have it
Change
on
of-
my
Oh,
list and I'll email Skip tomorrow, make sure that he's had that.
okay, all right. We'll check on it.
All right. So I guess
If you can get those few things finalized, you know.
yeah, so I can have some guidance as far as, 'cause I know my client obviously has a lot of money invested in this.
Yeah.
So maybe like just a short list of things. So we have to do a public hearing eventually at some point?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest was if we can get these things wrapped up.
I don't know if we told him about our past project with the northern herring. We should inform him.
Yeah.
Because we had a solar project that came in here, they had the same bird listed. And they got approval from us and everything else, but then DEC came and pulled the rug out from underneath them. After the fact, and they're still fighting it. It's been
3 years.
Yeah,
No joke.
I mean,
Yeah.
So
you
you
can
might
get
want to
some
look into it.
clarification on that.
It was considerably larger parcel.
You tell them, we got a very small parcel here, you know, we're not really using all that land, you know. Because solar field obviously is much larger than what you're doing,
Mhm.
but it'd be really good to get a response from them.
Well, the difference in the parcels was that was kind of,
And they're in the same area. They're just
yeah,
across
but
the
the
street.
land there had been let go to brush, et cetera.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of this, where the house was is mowed and all that, and, so I now maybe.
Who listed the bird on your thing? Was it just
Probably
automatic?
auto-generated, yeah,
Because they were actually observed at the other site.
okay.
And you can say that they have not been observed on this land.
Trying, Bob.
More than happy.
Well, you know, I'm trying to think
Tell 'em shut 'em off.
how that went about, but I think they had brought somebody in and thought they'd seen it. It was kind of iffy, you know, but for the amount of heartache
Oh,
it cost them, poor people, it's terrible, you know?
Yeah.
For, you know,
for 3 years.
I got that on my list. So, stormwater, a few other things, we talked about, you think it's possible to go to a public hearing next month if we get,
I would like to see, I don't know, what's everybody's thoughts on it?
Well, I would think that the Department of Transportation was gonna follow up with them. We're gonna follow up, make sure our guys have this. I would think we should be able to go to public. What else is there?
You know, I was discussing this with Skip and he didn't think we were quite ready.
Okay,
He wanted to. Yeah, and I can't remember exactly what he said, you know, but I think my suggestion was put it off 30 days and next month we could schedule the public hearing.
can we get Skip to let them know what his
Well-
concerns are?
Well, a lot of it was in here, but it wasn't major stuff, but still.
We didn't get anything back from Skip from these responses, I don't believe, right? So
I'm pretty sure that went to,
well, these were just sent on January
Yeah,
29th, so that would
yeah,
only
I
been
don't,
2 weeks.
that's what I was asking.
It hasn't been long.
So
Um,
maybe we need to ask Skip if he has any comments in regard to
On
these,
your responses.
on these responses and the
Well,
county.
he's also gotta review the SWIFT, the permits and stuff. They got a lot more work to do. So I'd
I'd
wait
like
one
to
more
have-
month.
I'd like to have things a little more nailed down than if, you know. If-
So another month coming back here with hopefully 95% of everything in, and then perhaps
90.
the 90, and then the month, perhaps the month later.
Well, then we'll just schedule the public hearing for next month.
I'm sorry, the next meeting next month, or the one after that?
If you come in next month,
Okay,
then we'll schedule it for the April
Okay.
meeting, the
gotcha,
public hearing.
all right.
And if everything is in shape, then we can just do a resolution,
Mhm.
unless something else pops up in the process.
And you vote after the public hearing,
Yes.
that same day, okay, so possibly, if
April,
everything goes well.
is that agreeable?
All right, well then, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you very much.
area. That word is gonna live in infamy at this town.
Boy. If they just going into another property and had it all brush hogged for a year or two and planted some corn. Eddie Eck was taking corn off there a dozen years ago. I was helping him chop it. But it grew up the brush and there's,
Yeah,
I guess the northern harrier moved in.
well, GEC has to figure out how they can, what else they can do.
That Northern Harriers, relocated all over the state.
Yeah.
And the amount of money it has cost.
Yeah, I think
Such a
surprising
so
to
organized
surprise,
here.
yeah. And they were transferred over to a bunch of PEC investors or something that they transported.
Yeah, I think we just got too much to do yet, and if we did one last week, we wouldn't be able to vote on it. I think too much would be in the air, and
I agree.
we'd be writing a bunch of
Another 30 days. I talked to Skip just
conditions.
last week and, he didn't feel we were ready to go to a
Okay.
public hearing, you know, so. All
And I
right,
think more issues came up with these recent letters too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
which
it.
they have to resolve.
you know. Let's see, figure out where we're at here. And then talk the next thing.
Do that, Lynn.
You hear that? The building stands on.
I think we'll first start, and go over a couple things to bring us up to, then we'll get into Mary Beth's letter. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
yeah.
Does that, you had, the last time that I was here, you were asking about the overall map.
Yes,
for the
Mary Beth
project.
said you had done a map that would show the whole, everything.
I did.
This is town consulting for last week.
This is the New Baltimore section up here. That's the town line with, Kasaki.
Yeah, here's Medway.
Here, I got one for you, Bob. I got,
I'm actually quite familiar with, I can see where they are,
oh,
stuff,
I brought 3, so,
yeah. So they're not contiguous
no.
throughout, that's great, I saw that on that seeker. or the one
No.
form.
The one thing I will point out, it doesn't really affect them. There is a lot right here that's in the town of New Baltimore that's already its own tax map parcel that's included with this.
Oh, it's already a separate lot?
Yeah,
Oh, is that the small one you were talking about, Bobby?
No,
Wait, no, turn around. and that.
no, this is
That's
where
not part
the
of it.
subdivision.
it's not part of the subdivision.
Oh,
So this is the property down in Kasaki, but
oh, yeah.
this piece, they
Oh.
own this tax map parcel too, which is already its own tax map parcel, because it's in the town of New Baltimore, so it already
Thank you
has.
for not cutting it in half.
This is still on 26.
Yeah, it's 26, yeah.
Okay.
So, this is the road that goes down by,
Jordan Road,
yeah,
Dead End Road,
yeah.
the horse barns are down in
Ed
there.
Pebbler has
Yes.
his horses down here.
Yes.
So is that farms there then?
Yeah, the farm's down here.
Okay.
Yeah, the apple farm. I thought they had more acreage on the apple farm.
Reputed owner.
They own over here too, though, right?
Oh, it's not right.
The
Yeah.
apple farm? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how that's.
How do you bowl them?
Yeah.
They have it in their properties in several different names, trusts.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I was going over some stuff with Ed, and I said, no, that's in a different name. No, we got it all. I said, no, I was showing him the maps,
Yeah.
and he said, boy, we got to follow up on that. He says, I thought we got it all put in the trust. I said, no, that's still listed, because our surveyor had it listed on the map. I said, they wouldn't have made up the name. I said, I'm sure the deeds are still in. And,
Well, Henry and his wife are up in age, so they're
Yeah.
probably.
Hey, guys, this is gonna be screwed up if everyone's talking.
Anybody have any questions on this overall map about what's going on or what's?
So here we are, and all this, the rest is in Hoxsaki, except this guy.
Correct.
So how big are these parcels?
How does that come to be that
Yeah,
That what?
he's in New Baltimore?
yeah,
You said he's in New Baltimore?
Mhm.
That private
this
lot?
isn't, yeah,
Yeah, this is the town line.
Okay, there's where, okay, that's. All right.
It's just a separate parcel.
Yeah.
That's all.
yeah. mhm.
It's already its own tax map parcel. It's been for years.
Boy.
So how does that affect this plan?
What's that?
How does that affect the plan?
Well, I got
That
some
it's
small
its own
lots there too.
It doesn't really affect anything. I just pointing out that it was in the town of New Baltimore, just so that, everybody knew it's not being subdivided, it's just remaining its tax map parcel.
It's not currently part of lot 6.
That's
No.
7 acres.
Okay.
The small ones. that-
We're just gonna leave it as its own tax map parcel.
Yeah, Bobby was saying something about before, how we could make that, if there's any way to make that bigger, so that they give a little more room to get enough. Anyway, that 2.7 one.
Yeah, no, I got blow up maps of the subdivision.
Yeah, yeah. So, I think we looked at that before.
Mm.
That small one.
Good,
Isn't
Eddie?
there some around here? It's 26. Oh, yeah, okay, you got some on the other side, 81.
Correct.
Yeah, right, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
3
Yes,
parcels.
yeah, they were talking about that because of the quarry right there.
Yeah, the quarry's right here.
Yeah. That's Tom Saki's issue.
So then I heard through Mary Beth that you were looking for a little more detailed, plan. So I had our engineer put together the same thing that we submitted down there to, I think it's a little above and beyond what some of your regulations call for, but,
In what regards?
we got all the house sites, wells, septics and stuff shown on all the,
Oh,
let me pass them
okay, so
out.
they pinned it down
There's
a
several
little
pages too.
bit. Okay.
There, you could, I got plenty. I didn't know whether people would want them to take, so I printed the 7 copies for one for every member. So it's tough to lay them out, but,
Yeah, I'll take one.
sure, absolutely.
State the one you're in.
So you're thinking, on where the wells and the septic, they've given some thought to that, right?
Yeah, we'll go through sheet by sheet on here. That's just a survey plat. Right there has, the lots, acreages, frontages, so forth.
It's a small lot, isn't it? 2.7.
That's an out piece. There's a house on that already.
Oh, okay, where's the?
So
That's, the 2.7 is
Oh,
not
it's
here?
right here.
Okay.
Which, again, it's small for what we normally do, but it's 3 times the size of all
Well,
these
yeah,
existing
yeah,
lots
yeah.
down here.
Yeah, some of them are not, they're probably not even 2 acres, non-conforming, but that was back in the day, you know.
Correct. So that was the survey plat that I had brought here before. Then if you flip, to the next, which is C10, not a lot. That's just the topography. The engineer calls that their existing, condition sheet. It shows the wetland topography and, so forth. So then if you go to C50, that's an overall of the houses. That's the overall with the lots showing a proposed house,
Yeah.
septic well. There are blow ups, so don't squint if you flip through to the next pages. These are blown up to 100 scale. I believe that one's 200. And
Yeah, I was just trying to, here's that small lot, you know?
Yep.
Bobby was saying somewhere they could, you know, I guess they got, well, in a moment, they got them all figured up right on road, sitting on the road.
yeah, again, then somebody might choose to build farther down in the lot.
Is it a lot, well, as you get toward the back, you're pushing the wet areas.
Yeah, here's the edge of the 100-foot buffer
Yeah,
zone. Is that dark line?
But there's quite a.
All this is doing is demonstrating how they'll fit.
Correct.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
They're
that it
just
has
doing
to-
the subdivision of land. We're not telling people where to build their
Right.
house.
Right.
We're selling vacant lots. This is the wetland. That's a state DEC wetland. This dark line right here is the 100-foot buffer zone that you have to stay out of with construction. So these lots could build down.
That's
to here,
basically
so
the
we
stream
want
that
to
goes
go
down
farther
the
up
side
the
of
road,
the road.
so a little more remote. We just,
Okay.
That's okay.
so when you go to C100, that's a blow up of 1 inch equals 100.
Yeah.
Easier. C110 has blow up of the other half.
Where'd that wetlands go here? Oh, here it is, okay. Yeah, black, put that black line, no, that's not.
No,
Is that delineate, is that the wetland?
That's the buffer.
that's the buffer.
Yeah,
The crosshatch
Mhm.
is the actual wetland
yeah,
boundary.
yeah, I mean, yeah, here's the buffer, yeah.
So,
Is that a 100-foot buffer off it?
correct.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 100 feet off the wetland.
Okay.
And so then, and while we're on that sheet, Mary Beth has in some of her comments, one of your things is about locating any existing wells and stuff within 1,500 feet of the project, which is a long.
1,500, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, we'll get through the comments, but I was just gonna point out while we were on this sheet that, like, I have this septic's downhill from, if anybody's wells or whatever up here, we got quite a separation distance and it's downhill. I put this septic as far away from that property line as it would meet any setback from wells or whatever that were required. And then these are all downhill, if anything on this side of the road, not that, I think there's only a couple houses over there. There's not a lot. And they might very well go farther off the road to build. We're not telling them where they have to build. This is,
Yeah, these all drop off, so if they left their septic in the front, they'd have to do pump systems more than likely, right? Like slope system.
correct. They could move the septic down the hill.
Yeah.
Then, the rest of the pages, C200 is just some general siltation construction notes, silt fence.
Yeah.
And stuff to, that was some of the stuff that was required in Coxsackie because we were in the watershed.
Yeah.
Protection district by their zoning. But we included the sheets here. It's good information for somebody going to build.
They probably won't bother.
And then the last page, just to complete the setup, I had given you the soils information in
Yeah, you gave
in
us a chart
a sheet,
before,
but
yeah.
seeing we put together the set of plans and that's how we did it down there. So it's one complete set of plans. We have all the soil information. And Mary Beth in one of her comments, which, because Coxsackie's meeting was last Thursday, we're gonna add one more sheet to the set of plans with a typical shallow trench system and a typical raised bed system, so that she wanted a visual so that somebody could see what it was, that it wasn't, we're not designing it for each lot. I thought it was going a little bit, I didn't see the purpose of it because we're not designing it. Why
Right.
does somebody need to know? But
Well, when they go to build, they're gonna have to bring their whatever engineer on board.
correct. They're gonna, regardless, they're gonna have to get their own engineer.
Yeah.
And,
I tell you, I do enough septics to know that it's like day and night with some of the guys ask for.
Yeah. So I wasn't really sure the purpose, but Coxsackie wanted a page added that showed a typical shallow trench and a typical raised bed system. So there'll be, we'll probably add it to this set too, because she had the same comment here. I guess it's your decision, it's her comment, but we're gonna do it there, so it's not a big deal to add that sheet to this set.
Well, thank you for getting it.
Yeah, it is nice.
What I'd like to do is, I don't think we ever went through the application, and this,
I can't remember.
through the
No, I
application.
don't think so. I don't think we did,
Both pages there.
because we were waiting on,
The DEAF,
yeah.
we could do that, then we could send out our agency letter.
That would get this moving a
Get it
bit.
moving along, you know,
Okay,
that's my thoughts on it, yeah.
absolutely. So what do you want to go through then?
We'd like to look through, EAF and, the applications.
Okay,
I don't, you know,
We have this too that we might want to go over.
uh,
Some of the
Do we have
comments.
application in the packets?
Not in the packet, no.
Okay,
I brought a new, Mary Beth's, we had submitted an original application that showed, Bay Shore Bank is still owning it when we first came
Correct,
here last
correct,
spring.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then, I'm not sure where it went. I know I gave Marjorie the copy of the deed when we closed in September. when I was at
That
the-
was one thing, okay, we need to pin down. So who at this point is the owner?
New York Land O'Lakes owns it. And I've got the application,
Application.
Well, is there okay. Is there a revised application that?
That's what I
here, I have it right. I gave that to Marjorie when we were at the meeting in September, because that came
Okay,
up
yeah,
and I
this
said
is
we
from
had just
April.
closed.
Okay.
I can email one out too.
Want to get a copy? Go over it?
Yes, I'm more concerned with going through the EAF.
The only one I have is from April. the
Okay,
application.
Well, we'll have to,
well, she could rip off a couple copies if you want to review this quick.
The only thing that's different on it, it was
Yeah.
not listed as Bay Shore.
that's about it.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
she's-
the only change in the application was, I actually only redid the first page. It took Bay Shore off as the owner. Everything else is the same.
Let's go through the EAF.
Yeah, you hit some missing check boxes in there too.
What's that?
When I got through the emails, there was stuff that was, we had to finish it off. You doing part one?
Well, let's look through it quick, part one. And see if there's anything, you said there was something wasn't checked off in part one?
In our emails, yeah, some of it wasn't complete.
Oh, I wasn't signed. When I
It's a simple
emailed her.
check no on some of this stuff.
What's that?
There were some things that should have been checked no. There was just left blank.
Oh,
I'll find
well, that's because they said for commercial or industrial projects. So I didn't answer it at all because it was, if you read the question, it says for commercial or industrial. Does everybody have a copy? I have some extra.
Yeah, we should have, everybody should have a copy in their packet.
Okay.
Because just want to look through part one, you know,
Mhm.
see anything that, stands out or you think's wrong. Is this Greenville School District or is that? Exciting.
Looks like it, I would
Yeah.
think, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure when I looked it up, the tax bill was to,
Really?
I wouldn't have, I don't think I would have dreamed that up.
What do you thought?
On Tuxaki.
About Bones, Greenville School District.
Oh, yeah? Go right down to Bones, huh? Yeah. Okay. Right down.
I was gonna say, I'm sure I would have taken.
Yeah,
the tax
I
bill.
know, yeah, you look at the tax bills, that ought to tell you right there, that's for sure. This is proposed action of subdivision, or does it include a subdivision? And you got no. On D,
Where are you, Rob?
detailed, is the proposed action a subdivision or does it include a subdivision? You've got no.
Wait, where are you? See, what, I'm trying to see which page you're
Okay,
at.
I'm sorry, three,
Page 3,
page 3.
thank you.
This is a proposed action. A subdivision, or does it include a subdivision? Well, it should be, I would think it'd be yes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how, I agree with that.
Okay.
I don't know how
I'll tell you what,
yeah, because I filled in residential,
Yeah.
recreation, agriculture. I don't know how I
okay,
got.
well, we're gonna, my pen right now. We're gonna check yes, and then we're gonna just put if yes, what is the appropriate percentage? Where did I get the wrong one? Oh, I just got the wrong one, shoot.
Type of subdivision, residential, recreation.
Yeah. Okay, that's no. This is yes.
That new one's coming in.
Here, take this one.
There's no answers on it.
Yeah, which one you on?
Five,
I'm on 7.
you got something?
5? I didn't know.
Why is there no check marks in these?
I think most
Yeah,
of
but
them,
that's-
like,
some-
yeah.
yes.
If yes, then you check them
Yeah.
off.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. All right, okay, that's fine. I thought that was the case, yeah.
K should probably be a no. Let's see. For proposed action, K should probably be a no, I think.
Where?
Page 7,
Page 7.
for the proposed action, generate new or additional demand for energy.
Yeah, again, I didn't answer because that said for commercial or industrial projects only.
Okay, that's
So,
true.
but we,
Yeah. This
There's
was,
quite a few of those in there.
yeah,
Yeah, they caught me too on that.
makes it easier at the end result. Right?
Yeah. These are all such pertinent questions. Okay, and page 8Q is the same thing, industrial. R is the same thing.
We have a part 2, April?
I do.
Okay, because what we'll do is we'll go through that. Okay, thanks. You guys come up with anything else on part 1 that's standing out? Okay, this is the new application with Northland. Do we need to,
Do you want to do part two? Be done with seeker?
yeah, okay. All right, let me run through this. Anybody, okay, impact on land. Proposed action may involve construction or physical alteration of the land surface. Well, that's yes, right?
No,
No?
just subdivision of land,
No,
no
that's right.
construction.
No, that's right, yeah, at this point, yeah. Okay.
Do we have a part two in the packet for us, Apollo?
Oh.
Okay.
No,
So
I
it's-
killed a lot of
all right.
trees.
You
Well,
want,
I mean, I can see yours and I can listen to you and,
Okay.
and then we comment on it.
I think I have a couple. my
I mean, as long as
desk.
these guys are aware that you're gonna be reading part two, if you got comments on it.
yeah,
Do you
Speak
want a
up.
copy?
you guys okay with that?
All right, with it.
All right, I'll go through it. The impact on geological features. Proposed action may result in the modification or destruction of or inhibit access to any unique or unusual landforms on the site.
No,
Okay. Impacts on surface water. The proposed action may affect one or more wetlands or other surface water.
no,
I guess, seeing how we get the setback and stuff,
Yeah.
we should be clear on it.
Yeah, they're all buildable though.
That's probably one of the biggest things that have come out of the public hearing. You know,
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Impact on groundwater. Proposed action may result in new or additional use of groundwater or may have potential to introduce contaminants to groundwater or an aquifer.
no,
Okay, good to know on that. You say public hearing, that's when,
Yeah, can we just, this is a subdivision of land, that's gonna be a no for now, but there's gonna be people here in the public gonna say, you're stealing my water.
Mhm.
So I don't know how anyone address that. I mean, even that last project that we're doing, comments from Greene County, is that aquifer large enough to supply everybody? I don't even know how anyone's supposed to be able to answer any
you
questions
can't
like
answer
that.
like that.
I know.
So,
Well, they can walk in their backyard and see there's nothing but swamp.
I think there's good recharge with that wetland down through there. And they have wells a lot tighter at the intersection there of 26 and
do you know how
51.
deep their wells are in that area? How deep are they going with their wells?
I don't know.
I looked that up once, but it's been too long now. I always look, DEC's got a website that you can go to where all the well drillers now have to log in. They have
Oh,
to
yeah?
fill out a report to DEC. It started in, I don't know, 2005 or 6, and they have to fill out a report on every, and
Well-
you could go to their, and so you can click, I can go to Greene County, go to town of New Baltimore, and it gives me all the wells.
Mhm.
And I look to see what they,
In their depths?
yeah, they give you yield,
I'll do this.
depth, they give you quite a lot of
They
information.
ought to give you whether they're done with a rotor or an impact or a
Yeah.
pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes such a huge difference. People don't realize that.
I have
But-
heard from some folks in that general area that have indicated last summer when it was dry, they had started to have some issue, not only with water quality, but volume of water.
Everybody had that.
Yeah. The other question is, and you find on the older, when we've done projects and stuff, how deep are their wells?
Mhm.
Because these older houses, a lot of times their wells are very
75
shallow.
foot.
Some are dug
Mhm.
wells.
And then they have to come back and drill.
Okay, impact on flooding. The proposed action may result in development on lands subject to flooding. I would say they're all pretty, no.
But Rob, before next month or whenever but prior to the public hearing, I'll look up that sheet for well depths. So we have
That
an
wouldn't be a
answer.
bad idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'll get that.
Impacts on air. The proposed action may include a state-regulated air emissions source.
no,
Impact on plants and animals. Proposed action may result in loss of flora or fauna.
no,
Impact on agricultural resources. Proposed action may impact agricultural resources.
no.
Well, that'd be pretty rough to farm a lot of that. Impacts on aesthetic resources. The land use of the proposed actions are obviously different from or are in sharp contrast to current land use patterns between the proposed project and the scenic or aesthetic resource.
No,
That's a hard one to swallow.
yeah.
Impact on historic or archaeological resources. The proposed action may occur in or adjacent to a historic or archaeological resource. No. And finding Indian burial grounds. We went through that a while back.
Yes, yeah,
Had a couple projects we had to do archaeology on. That's
Yeah.
another.
that's another feast.
We're up there with a bird.
Yeah,
Impact on open space and recreation. The proposed action may result in a loss of recreational opportunities or a reduction in an open space resource as designated in any adopted municipal open space plan.
nope,
Impact on critical environmental areas. Proposed action may be located within or adjacent to a critical environmental area. It's adjacent, but I don't know whether that's a critical, you know.
Yeah.
There's no designated critical environmental areas. That's different from a wetland.
Wetlands,
Yes.
yeah, okay, all right.
yeah. So that's
Well,
another,
you know, I don't know the exact definition of a critical environmental area.
Well, they show up on, there's a map at DEC
Yeah.
of critical environmental
Oh,
areas.
yeah?
And, like down in Kosaki on the back, which is amazing, it's up by the quarry on that side hill.
Yeah.
There's a critical environmental area up there. There's some kind of species or whatever on that side hill facing to the east.
Where they've been blasted?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
oh, boy.
Probably shaking up
Because it
the,
come up as a ding when I filled out our form for Kosaki.
shaking up the bats that are in their trees till April 1st or. Impact on transportation. Proposed action may result in a change to existing transportation systems. No. Impact on energy. Proposed action may cause an increase in the use of any form of energy. No?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Impact on noise, odor, or light. The proposed action may result in an increase in noise, odors, or outdoor lighting. No. Impact on human health. The proposed action may have an impact on human health from exposure to new or existing sources of contaminants. No.
No. Again,
Consistency with community plans. Proposed action is not consistent with adopted land use plans. No. Consistency with community character. The proposed project is inconsistent with the existing community character. No.
no,
Okay,
motion,
we gotta, you know, I'm thinking, let's, send out our letters,
okay,
make sure I'm getting feedback from anybody. And then we'll do our resolution on it.
okay.
It just, I mean, we've been through it, just matter just to, you know, we'll send out our letters to,
Only,
trying to think who we should send them out to. Certainly the county's gotta get it.
yeah,
I really feel we ought to send one to DEC. I'm not sure that it's required in this case, but, we certainly don't need to send one to DOT.
no,
I'd like to send one out to Soils and Waters Conservation Office.
Okay.
I mean, there is some farmland, but I don't think it's gonna get any response from it.
It is an ag district.
They'll know that farm's gone,
yeah,
so.
that's better to look, inform them before.
So I'd like to hold off and then, we get that stuff back. You know, then it's better, but don't
I would
think-
like not to hold off
Oh, yeah?
on the public hearing,
Oh,
because it's gonna be big, and you're not gonna wanna do it on the same night that
as
we
the other.
just told the gas station guys gonna have this.
Yes, yeah, I was
And
thinking
even
that
though
too.
if we
Yeah.
come across some delay from these groups that say, hang on a second, that doesn't mean, you know, we can't
Okay,
delay a
we
month,
can do
but-
the public hearing there and that, just we don't do the resolution.
Yeah,
Right. And I, actually, to your guys' benefit, I think it puts you in a better position. Because when I sit and do a lot of these and you have the public hearing and I'm expecting you to vote on my project afterwards,
Mhm.
if you hold the public hearing And you can
They're
say,
here,
we'll
so-
take those comments, and we're not expecting you to vote
Yeah.
that night. Put you in a better, we have time to discuss if there's comments you want me to address. So
Okay.
I always like to get the public hearing.
Well, then,
Do we have to complete that second part seeker to have the public hearing?
no,
Not to send out to your
no,
groups?
because,
Okay.
I've heard it suggested that we do it at the public hearing,
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know-
Yeah,
which I wouldn't want to do.
no,
No.
God
But,
forbid. Yeah, that would just,
so if everybody's agreeable, we'll schedule the public hearing for next month,
yeah,
I think
it's
that'd
a
be
good
great to
idea.
get the comment, and then we could finish it up.
but maybe the following month.
Yeah.
All right,
Doors closed for Kasaki residents.
Say that again?
I can't say anything because I'm on camera. You know how they go when we do a major subdivision.
Right.
This place will be full,
I know.
so.
okay, so, just trying to think what we're forgetting to do here.
The site plan
We're gonna do the application.
application?
Oh, okay, well, no, let's just run through that and we'll accept the, make motion on the application now. The only thing that was definitely gonna be, from the original change will be to New York Land and Lakes Development,
I have a question though. Describe existing development. Are you gonna go through the whole thing?
I don't think we need to,
Okay.
I'm looking through it,
Describe the existing development on proposed subdivision sites. They're all vacant, except that one, where's the wood? Is there a house on that,
No, there's an old barn.
and that's it?
Yeah, on
Okay.
lot 10, I believe. it is.
Yeah, that, right
There's-
on the border.
It's
of
actually a
Baltimore.
it's got a sleek roof on it still.
It's not a bad looking barn, really.
Yeah, lot 10, it's right, it's the one on that side of the road.
Yeah,
Ellie, you can't go yet. When you come to a meeting, you gotta stay. No, you gotta stay to the end.
George, goodbye.
Yeah.
You good?
I'll email you to see if we're trying to.
Anybody need more time on the application?
Oh, just,
Did he sign it?
Okay.
So,
if you want me to give it to me, that's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just looked at this.
Alan, did you sign this application? Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Sorta.
So it says-
Well, I signed as the applicant. Do you need the owner to sign it? He's right behind me. He's my boss. He's the owner of the company.
I don't know, do we?
I guess not. I was thinking- I was
I
thinking-
think we have a agent authorization from Mr. Lesper and stuff.
Yes.
So that should be more than enough.
Okay.
You're
I don't know who this man is.
All right, you wanna do
A motion?
okay,
A motion to accept the application for the
major.
major subdivision for New York Land and Lakes Development LLC. Project site, County Route 51 and County Route 26.
Do we hear a second?
I'll second that motion.
Chuck, second by Chuck, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we've accepted the application. We have not, made a motion on the EAF. We'll send out our lead agency letters and we're scheduling a public hearing. Now, you've got a lot of letters to send out, or, no, you got to
Well,
to
Joy,
your adjoining property owners.
correct.
That's gonna be a bit of a chore. You need, us to help you with coming up with them?
I can do them. I know Marjorie used to always make you the list. If you haven't.
I can make you a list.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't in
Uh,
advance make you a list.
No,
but I can
no,
start
no,
making
that's
you a list
gonna take,
tomorrow.
that's gonna take a little time.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
That's,
there's a lot.
oh my God.
And you you require both the certified and the green cards, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Not many do anymore.
Oh, really?
Well, because the thinking is they just require them certified so that I can prove I mailed it. They don't
Oh.
care whether the people picked it up or not. The green card, all that is signing that, and during COVID especially, nobody was signing green cards.
Yeah.
I think it's important though to have the people sign so we know they did get it. It's,
Yeah.
it's not
I-
anymore, it's not
I
much,
mean, there is sometimes you don't get them, back, but. yeah.
right, but the
Right on.
majority of the time, the people in this area do respond and
Yeah.
pick them up.
Yep.
Cause that, you don't want people
When
coming
was
in
the
here saying they
last
didn't.
time, Robbie,
Didn't
when
get
we did have
Yeah.
a major
Right.
subdivision? I
It's
don't
too small of a
remember.
That was out by Bobby's.
Just what, 2 years ago?
Oh, it was 2
Yeah.
years? When you said major, that was a,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that was 2 years
and
ago.
I'm sorry for what Central Hudson did, butchering that property up. They are,
Isn't that amazing, their
It
clearing
is.
job? That's the best that they could do.
they messed up on the turn, instead of pulling a line across the street and pulling a line in straight lines.
Right.
They did all of those lean-tos and they cut all those trees down. I can't believe they did that.
I saw.
That was just 2 years ago. I didn't.
Yeah.
realize.
Did they take yours down yet?
No, oh, the lines are removed. Yeah, they just last week strung the new lines up, but they left everything, all the old stuff still there.
That's what I would-
Schedule the public hearing.
The cables, the
before regular
poles, they just cut the tops
meeting
off.
next month?
Well, we usually just have the public hearing start at 7.
Wow.
Yeah, 20 poles going
Okay.
over our hill.
But same day as regular meeting.
Yeah, and we'll have the public hearing at the beginning of the meeting.
Okay, got it.
If any of us survive, then we have it. As we recall, one of them.
Yeah,
That was the first one. That was what, 5 years ago?
No, that was longer, almost 10,
Yeah,
No.
2015.
quite a while ago, yeah.
Yeah,
Was it that
Threatened
long
us in the
ago?
parking lot. They tried to shoot us.
Oh my God.
After that public
that was,
hearing.
It wasn't good.
I can't believe it's
That
been
was
that
the
many
one
years.
Then keep coming back.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you heard about
No.
it?
But again, I think the big thing is that there's only one new house in 10 years. There's one new house on that project in 9 years.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a building boom. It's not. There's not gonna be 10 houses on this project in 10 years.
And that's a good point to bring up.
That's a little closer in, you never know.
Yeah,
I mean,
and the timing's different now too. I mean, everyone is moving upstate, up to our area from downstate. I mean,
But
I'm
even
surrounded up on the hill
The
there.
one we did by Bob, there were multiple lot sales where the same people bought. I know lots, 1, 2, and 3 maybe,
Yeah,
all went to the same guy. So he bought 3 lots.
he bought the old house.
and yet down Sleepy Hollow where the houses are 40 feet, the lots are so tight, it's unreal, and
Yeah,
we're doing them consistently.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm in Coxsackie planning for it, part of Sleepy Hollows. In
In
Coxsackie, I
Kentucky, yeah, a
guess.
good part of it, yeah.
Yeah, because they're always doing lot line adjustments and lot combinations. There's something always, every meeting I'm at, there's something going on in Sleepy Hollow.
I'm there 3 days in a week, I think. Something was going on. All right, so that's our game plan going forward on this.
Got it.
Great. Any other questions from any board members? Anybody need I brought these maps. If somebody didn't get, that wants a full set,
I can keep one.
Yeah, it'd
file.
be nice, yeah.
absolutely.
And we have one copy of that map you gave us the first thing, so it has showed the whole thing?
I think it's underneath.
Okay.
What is this?
Bob, there's
I got
3.
one here, but
There's 3. Yeah, there's
Oh,
one.
there, okay, there we go.
There's-
Would like- would be nice to have that, yeah.
keep it.
but that's all right.
Tipped you over.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Make the file a
I've had
little
worse
thicker.
done to me.
I will more than likely, see if I can get Mary Beth here for the
You see it at the end. It's-
That would be good.
public hearing. That's right, I already warned her that we were
Did you
gonna.
look at this?
Say, what's that?
Is there anything in the Delaware engineering memo?
I think
that-
that,
Anyone, while he's here?
yeah, okay, that's not a bad idea. I started on that and I got sidetracked. But I think the one thing that she brought out was, we weren't sure because they were looking at the original application and it showed different.
Oh, the
Correct.
landowner, right?
Correct. The
That was-
different
that was one
landowner.
point.
That was, and then the EAF wasn't signed.
Mhm.
I did bring signed ones
Okay.
tonight.
Okay,
I'd emailed it. I just filled my name in and, didn't actually sign it. I just gave April the updated ag data statement. I forgot to check that it wasn't being farmed.
yeah.
And, on that,
And there was something in this here.
what I didn't understand,
on
and I
the-
wanted to follow up with Mary Beth on, where am I? Top of page 4.
Do you want to send to ag and markets?
I don't think we usually send out to, soils and waters.
Okay.
Because
That
I
will-
don't see
that will
that, it
cover
really doesn't affect,
Okay.
yeah. Top of page 4, okay, jurisdictional. What do you,
I don't understand where she's going with that and adding the lot sizes in the alternative system, because there's not more than 4 lots under 5 acres. It wouldn't come under health department. I don't know if
yeah,
she,
and it meets our minimum lot size.
yeah, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure what she's,
I'm not sure.
I didn't,
One thing I was wondering here on the back page, the last one, page 7. In accordance with 115 of the subdivision code, the preliminary plat is not complete.
What part? For the purpose of official date submission without additional information required hereon.
That kind of went over my head, I'm sorry.
Well, it's gotta be part of our thing here on 15.
I got it right here, and I made copies of it. In the subdivision regulations, there's
Is there some discrepancy?
23 things.
What number is that? 5, 6, which is major subdivision procedures.
I'll take them.
Oh, these are my notes.
Oh, they're your notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it saying that you think they,
Additional information and or updated documents are required for the planning board to continue review. I'm just not following this.
Where she's going, Rob, is right here under 115L. There's 23 things that are required to be on the preliminary plat.
Mhm.
A bunch of them don't apply to our project, I think. And I had them listed. I didn't know we were gonna go through them tonight. But
That's right in here.
It's all this right here she's talking about.
Yeah,
and
so is there something that's gonna be problematic, I guess is my point?
I don't think so. I didn't find anything. The big question that I had for you, I put question mark by number 20 was the biggest one. Areas of land shaded with less than 3% slope or greater than 15% slope should be shaded areas. Is that something that you need?
That sounds like it's over the top.
Yeah. I
They-
mean,
they
I
got
think
the
that if it's a
topographical with the
major
lines, so-
subdivision,
Yeah.
yeah, that they're putting buildings on
I
it.
mean, we're not in
Yeah.
LA doing cliffside houses. So.
Right,
Yeah, and I had them, that's why I had them do the blow ups. We got 2-foot contours, which is what
Yeah.
you asked for in here.
what else is on there?
Yeah, there's probably some stuff in there that is antiquated.
Okay,
You know.
right. The other thing that she
They never got
added,
revised. Yeah.
Mhm.
the other thing that she had in here that I got, location of existing rock outcropping wooded areas and single trees over 8 inches
Yeah, I
in
saw
diameter. Is that something that,
Okay, you better get your boots on and start.
yeah, I know, we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know, there's some stuff that I saw that was, and I think, like I say, some of that stuff is,
and she said the lots weren't dimensioned, which they aren't. Because on the preliminary plat, in case stuff's moving around, I tell the surveyor not to spend the time comping all the individual lots. He has the surveys all done on the outbounds, and he
Yeah.
put the interior lines in. He gave you exact road frontages and exact acreages on the lots, but the rest of do you want that dimensioned more for the preliminary plat?
I'm just trying to think if it serves a purpose.
Yeah, that's not,
I don't, it's never been
For what?
that's how I do them all. And, you know,
Yeah.
so if we start moving lines and stuff, the
Yeah.
surveyor hasn't spent a lot of time comping.
What do
And,
you mean by
dimension.
moving lines? I mean, nothing's gonna
It-
change on it.
well, hopefully not, but sometimes they do.
What do
so,
you mean?
You know,
I mean, I
if something
mean,
comes up at the
we're
public,
signing maps, we wanna know that they're not moving, you know?
no, I mean from preliminary to final. at final,
Oh,
at final, we'll have, you know, the preliminary maps.
okay.
I leave them, just to open that back up, so make sure we're all on the same page. See, right now, he just put these lines in here.
Yeah.
With,
Oh, dimensions.
so what will happen is,
When you're final, you'll.
on final, these will all have bearings, distances, they'll all be
Okay.
mapped with showing iron pins at the corners
All right,
and
okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
But so that he doesn't have to keep redoing, if we should say we need to move this line over or something, you know, I don't think anything's gonna change, but, I usually wait till,
You know, then we're talking about that section there.
Yeah.
Page 6, 23. You know, it's presumed there are wells associated with existing houses within 1,500 feet of the proposed subdivision, depicted on the existing conditions map. However, the well locations are not identified.
Oh, on the adjacent properties.
I mean, yeah, we require him to identify the adjacent properties' wells, but because, I mean, you're gonna be,
Yeah, I don't think we,
I mean, we've never done that
Well,
before, but I mean, it's part of our, must be
I
part of
mean, to
this.
some degree, I see the point, but these sites are sizable enough that, you know.
right, that's not a bad thing to have in your regulations, like I had pointed out, when we go to these smaller lots up here, if we were in a different, this is purposely why I did this, oh, it's on the other sheet.
Say most of the lots are.
I put this septic as far away
Yeah.
as I could, so
From the
that
property
even if
line.
their well is here, you still
Yeah.
meet the.
Well,
the
you know,
setbacks.
if you read it in our code book here, it gets down to if requested by the planning board. So, despite what she wrote, what's in here, the location of all existing wells within 1,500 feet of the proposed subdivision, test wells, and the results of the well test, if requested by the planning board or required by New York State Department of Health.
and then in 23, she does say the planning board should determine if this is an acceptable approach. So
Yeah.
it's in our ballpark here.
Yeah, but when they do develop the site, naturally, the engineer they bring in for septic,
Oh, for
that's the
sure.
first thing he has to do is
And the
verify the
building
neighbor's
per- yeah,
wells.
And
you
the
know.
Correct.
building permit and all
So-
of that.
And, like, the nice side about, thing about the size of the lots is you got the flexibility there on most of them. So, be well away from.
Yeah.
Anybody have any other questions?
The plat requirement of town law number 276 and 277, except where a waiver of these requirements is specifically authorized by the planning board. What is that about?
Where did you see that?
On the bottom of, page 6.
From Mary Beth?
It's the last, paragraph on page 6. Okay, is that page 6?
Yeah.
Right there.
And just drawn to the need to conform the plat to the requirements of town law.
I would think it's already in compliance.
What she's talking about there is in the town zoning law, they go to cluster subdivision. And to do a conventional subdivision
Oh.
like we're doing,
Oh.
technically you need to waive the requirement of cluster. The way the
Okay.
law was written, it's requiring you to do a cluster unless you get a waiver to do a,
So we have to
To
give you a
We're
conventional.
waiver.
talking about one of them conservation subdivisions,
Yeah,
correct.
you know,
so, okay, but we're good.
yeah. And we're accepting this application and we could have put it in our motion as a conventional major subdivision. But I don't think we need to.
No,
We got it figured.
we haven't done that.
We've never done one of those anyway.
No,
No-
You know what, everybody's putting that in their subdivision regulations, and my question always is, where's their cluster subdivision? The APA has it in all there. I had to prove, one of my options when we were in the Adirondack Park, big area, was that you had to do a cluster option. And I said, where is their one done? They couldn't find an example for me in the whole Adirondack Park.
But then they gotta have, when you say cluster, there's, usually doesn't mean it won't make like a 2 acre site, so you gotta have public water.
Well, that's where I went, Rob, but then they said, well, no, you could do a cluster because we had 1,100 acres was our problem. You could do a cluster of 5-acre lots and have septics and wells and then leave
All the rest
800
of it.
acres
Oh,
vacant. And my argument was, I said, show me an example. I said, somebody doesn't want to come all the way to the Adirondacks to be on 5 acres next to, the reason they're coming up here is because they want elbow room.
right.
And, they want to buy 20, 50, 100 acre piece. And, it isn't. And I think that's partly where people coming out here, if they want to live on a 2-acre, half-acre lot, they'd
You go to
be
town.
closer to Albany.
Mhm.
Uh,
Okay, anything else I may think of?
No?
Okay, then I guess we'll let you go.
Thank you very much.
Next week or next month, whatever, we'll
Next month. And I'll be in touch with you, April, about getting
Yes.
letters.
Yes,
Oh.
I will start on that list for you tomorrow.
just can't even imagine.
Nah, I keep the cop tab.
All right, thank you very much.
All right,
Good night.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, got be in deep trouble,
he's
huh?
gonna go.
Yeah,
buy
you better go
flowers.
get Alan something.
You're gonna stop on the way.
Stewart's has roads.
Doors.
I'll get him tomorrow morning with my coffee.
Oh.
A couple in farms was better.
Yeah. Oh,
Good night.
Maybe.
But Ken's still awake back there?
Here's
Okay.
Ken's
Ready
big
for it?
map for you.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what you're doing here.
Oh, Alan left his notes.
Let's shoot.
You catch him.
Got another map.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen.
So mom and dad did a trust?
So mom and dad did.
Yeah.
It's,
How many maps you got?
I got one more.
Okay,
This is what we. You guys can share that. You guys can share that. So, so this is High Rock Road. High Rock Road.
you're over in
This
High
is
Rock.
Road. So this is our main house. So
Oh,
this is the main house you'll see. So this was always a pain in the ass, but frankly, this road, this lower road defeats this 28 acres. It was always very narrow. And the driveway was always split. And it's been on the old map, it was a right of way. As you can see that, the right of way in the same piece, same area.
yeah.
So what my brothers and I decided to do, let's make it a permanent, let's move the actual line and make that a permanent. This way, there's no confusion, there's no issues with this 10 acre, 9 acres lot ever being a problem. It gives better frontage here and equal frontage here, makes the whole thing more streamlined. So really, this is where this is the original property line, Charlie Road. So we put some pins in and we just jogged it over.
So you eliminate this, what they call lot 3? It's gonna be part of lot 1?
Yes, lot 3 will be this. I don't know what he's got on there, and this will be lot 2. So whatever the fractional difference in acreage, this one will.
Lot 3's going to lot 2.
Right, this one will gain, this one will
Lose.
gain, will lose on this, they'll
So
gain here.
how big is lot 1? 9.92 acres after the subdivision. It's now 928,
Right,
9.28, okay.
No.
All right, and this one is
No,
2962.
you did say that wrong. It's
Oh.
now 9.92. They're going to lose the 0.64 and it's going to be 9.2.
Right, because we're
Okay.
moving this over, so they're gonna lose that.
Mhm.
that piece.
Thank you.
You mean, this is the current one?
This is proposed.
Oh, this is proposed.
There's the proposed line, that straight
So,
line
so
right
this,
there,
so this lot is gonna get bigger.
smaller.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
This-
because, Well,
No, this
no,
will, this
this
should
is,
get, this should get,
that's
this,
getting
right, this
bigger.
should get bigger.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is getting
Does-
smaller.
Yeah, but here it says original area lot one is 9.92.
But that's not true. That's the
Well, see,
new
he's
line.
got this little lot 3 here.
It's right here. Right now it is that.
No, right now, okay, acres of each parcel.
Oh, you're saying
currently.
that's filled out wrong?
Yeah,
Okay,
something's
you're
wrong.
reading that, we're reading this.
Okay.
All right, so we
So
got
we have to
discrepancy
change
on our
That's me. That
application.
was me.
So lot one is gonna increase, right?
This
Lot one,
yeah,
lot
because
It's
one,
going here.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was going here.
see right here, proposed boundary line.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I missed that.
They're gonna join 3 and 2 right there with the Z.
Mhm.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay.
This will
So,
be, this will be gone.
What do you mean?
original area,
No, this will be the property line for lot one.
So this is what it is now.
Yeah, between 1 and 2. The 3 will be gone.
yes.
Correct,
So
Mhm,
we'll
yeah.
have just lots 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
correct.
What's the acreage of this piece that's getting moved?
0.64.
0.64.
Okay.
It's gonna be added on to this one. So she's correcting the applicant.
Yeah.
This is 0.9. Original
We'll make sure
area.
April gets a copy of that.
9.
I have it in my hand, I was just gonna.
Okay, you're gonna
Say
credit.
that.
Okay,
So we to get it
9
corrected, you know.
Yeah,
So you have it corrected on yours.
yeah, that's what I was listening.
And 2,
And
9
allow for the
point,
driveway to go to one of the lots.
no,
right?
2.8
Yes,
original
so-
area.
Yeah.
Okay,
What we
2,
want to do is we want to just make this.
This is
2,
High
8,
Rock Road.
High Rock Road, so
9,
This
8.
frontage.
Okay, you have
It's gonna
that?
get
Okay.
moved. This
I got
lot
the
here,
2898,
the frontage is
what
gonna
was
get
the-
shortened.
And
This-
the
Nine.
property one is
this is
9.92.
a big piece. So they're gonna end up.
9.92?
Yes.
This lot
Okay,
3 is.
got
gonna
it.
be
That's what it is now.
Okay,
altogether.
So then
This
the
can
drive,
be
so the driveway that's on
I'm
lot
getting a
3.
new box of pens.
It's gonna be,
Just
it just makes everything wider, it splits up this road frontage, it makes
So
sense.
this is, okay, going down 0.64.
It just makes it a whole lot easier, it makes this less hassle-free futuristically.
I didn't know your acreage went way back up in here.
Yeah.
That's the old logging road down by the sawmill, right?
So this is, right, so Rob, you're familiar with the property, so you know the old sawmill
Yeah. It
foundation?
was right down here, huh?
Well, that would then on the 10 acre parcel. So we took that foundation and now it's on the 28 acres. So if somebody wants to
Yeah.
retrofit that foundation, do something else with it, they can.
Yeah.
And eliminates it from the big house. So obviously we're the owners of both parcels, the trust is. So I didn't feel there was any impact upon any neighbors. There's a road here, doesn't impact me, doesn't impact, you get National Grid on this side. So it's within ourselves. But I didn't send any letters, I sent a letter myself, say, "Hey, okay, here you
Gene
go," right?
Albright, who's back here?
That's way down Roberts Hill Road.
So his property comes all the way up and around.
You know, where you kind of turn onto Reservoir Road, the next Handler's old property?
Yeah.
He bought that. Susan Albright lives there, but Gene owns it, but the kids live there. It's a big parcel. That's a big chunk, 28 acres. Well, I say, not in your world.
Is that all rock knob like most of it?
It's all loop-de-loop.
Oh my God, it's so stony up in there.
And there's all roads through there.
Log roads and stuff.
Yeah, originally, Lois Cure, and they originally had the property, they were gonna develop that all once upon a time before my parents bought it. But I think they either ran out of money or ran out of ideas, I don't know how it went, but that was back in the 70s.
Your dad probably logged some of that.
We just had a log again, before, that was just dying wish to have a log again.
Think decent up in there?
There was some maples down in there, a lot of hemlocks, so we did okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now it's nobody left.
Yeah.
Eventually you get tired, eventually you run out of burying parents.
Well, what we do is you have to, well, assuming we got the application correct, have your deeds for both parcels and the map for both parcels amended.
Okay.
I mean, you can't just do one, you gotta do them both, so they
Yeah.
both changed, then we just send them to our town attorney,
Okay,
and they verify that everything jives.
Right.
And,
so I don't need approval from you guys before I do that part?
no.
Okay.
I mean, it meets
then-
it meets the requirements of the law, that's basically all we're telling
Okay.
is, yeah.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
go
it's
ahead
less
with
than
it.
2 acres.
Yep.
I don't see anything wrong with
No.
it, anybody?
No, I didn't say
All right.
anything wrong with it.
So, but you gotta have, who's your attorney?
Yeah, Michael Pisco.
Oh, okay. He's gotta
So
get,
you'd rather have me here tonight than Michael, right?
Don't confuse.
he's probably watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi,
Hi,
Mike.
Mike.
We miss you.
Only
Yeah.
2 deeds this time, Mike.
All right, so what are the 2 deeds, the 2 new deeds with the proper acreage on them?
It shows that, the new.
Right, Charlie will make that new map.
Yeah.
It reflects the changes.
Yeah.
Charlie does all the work.
Yeah, Charlie's good.
And he'll
know what.
Send
exactly what to
out Marlar, copies or
Well,
whatever.
first you come
do.
back
You'll
here.
you'll need the, maps changed. And then if you get us the maps and the Mylars, and we'll stamp them.
Okay, okay,
And we'll just do a resolution accepting it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
all right,
Mhm.
Yeah.
all right, perfect.
So you get all that together.
Okay.
You bring it back,
All right,
our lawyers look at it.
Or you just get it.
I'll get it, I'll get it to
April.
April,
Yeah.
I'll get it to April.
I can send it to the
You
lawyer.
send it to your attorney,
Okay.
and then, that one copy you guys can keep.
On
Oh, you
the,
got one. Okay, good.
let's
Okay,
see.
Dad, you got the.
Did I get the right-
Yeah, and the short
Mary Ann,
environmental form, on 14,
That's
you
from.
check mark suburban. I don't think that,
Residential.
well, forest, agricultural grasslands, does that apply? No?
No, I didn't.
You
So
wanna
just
do the
forest.
EAF, we never did.
Yeah, we want to get it up,
Yeah,
do it, and
yeah,
All right,
let's do it,
that's
let's do it, it's a short part
Okay.
too.
Yep.
And sign it off. Okay, I'll run through part 2 of the EAF here. Will proposed action create a material conflict with an adopted land use plan or zoning regulation? No. Will proposed action result in a change in use or intensity of use of land? No. Will proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? No. Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a CEA? No. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, walkway? No. Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy or it fails to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No. Will the proposed action impact existing public water, private water supplies, wastewater? No. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, or aesthetic resources? No. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change to natural resources? No. Will the proposed action result in an increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? No. Will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health? No. Make a motion to give this a negative declaration.
a motion to give the line adjustment for Kenneth Robustman a negative declaration.
There's a second.
A second.
Second by Bobby, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, on short environmental assessment form though, we have to fill out 3. We have to cross out
Done?
on this, that has to be, we have to fill that out, right?
Well, in part 1, we missed something.
Yeah, and this is just for us, so we'll have, can initial it. Okay,
Okay, we haven't go over part 1.
okay, total acreage of the proposed action. The total acreage is 9 point,
Well, it's much more than that.
no, that's 9.2. And what's the other bill? Okay. 9.98. 9.92, original, okay. 10. So it's 38.90 total acres.
April, here's a signed EAF.
Okay. 38.9. Total acres to be physically disturbed, really.
You said you own both
My-
lots, 1 and 2?
0.64, right?
Yes.
Is it the 0.64? Because that's just the acreage that's switching hands there.
It's not being physically disturbed, that's,
No, it's
I
not, I
put
put
0.
zero.
Okay.
And then total acreage project site owned or controlled by the applicant, I'd say 38.9. Total acreage,
Yeah. The contiguous property is owned, controlled by applicant, same as the
yeah,
above line.
right.
Yep.
And then 4, check all land uses occurring and adjoining near the proposed action, forest,
Yeah.
rural,
Rural, I didn't know what was the
non,
correct.
or agricultural.
It's not agriculture.
Okay, rural, that's it. And residential?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
well, that's what suburban means.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Suburban.
Okay, so all right, so here, you initial that, and then I'll give you this copy.
Okay,
We're
and then
about
I'll
to
just piece it together.
Right here.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, you have to
Piece it
just pull out,
together.
okay, you just pull off the sign there. Yeah,
Okay, and then, there's,
just for the file, you have it.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'll figure it out.
okay, well, we're gonna leave that. Green. Because suburban on the front page says residential.
Okay.
It doesn't on that page.
Okay.
Okay.
Who can figure?
There's what?
We can do a review
Okay.
with them, what's gonna take place next. Because don't we get the deeds that come here and they have to be reviewed by our attorney?
Yeah, so I just,
Yeah.
You did
Yeah, so I'll
already?
get the
Okay.
deeds made out.
well, and the
I'll
maps.
get them to
You
you.
can send them to
Yeah.
me and I can send them to the
Right.
attorney,
Attorney.
and then once she says they're reviewed, we can write the resolution.
Well, then you,
Yeah,
And
once
then-
she,
back.
yeah.
And then you come back with the Mylars for Rob to
Yeah.
stamp them and sign
All
them.
right.
because
Well,
then we
You
have
need
to
to do
approve
that at a
it.
meeting stamping?
It doesn't
You can
matter,
do
no,
that. I just did
no.
it to April.
yeah, and we, you don't even have to be here
I
for the
mean,
meeting for us to do the
I'm
resolution.
sure Charlie Height will send that over.
Yeah,
to-
But it, like I say, that, all that
I've
stuff,
had him just give you, like, other people, like, the maps, and then they drop them off.
Okay,
but all that stuff has to go to the attorney.
yes, yeah, that's the next step.
That's,
That's,
That's up to Mike, he'll deal with that.
maps and deeds.
Yeah.
So they can check them over. And when they give us the green light, we get, as long as we get the maps and the Mylars, I can stamp
I
them
messed
anytime.
it up, Ken.
Yeah, all right.
Then you have 60 days after that to file in the county. I
Okay.
believe 60 days, right?
Yeah. Okay. That it?
Yeah, that's it.
Pretty straightforward. Like falling off a log.
Now we'll look you back up from being back
Then
there.
go back to bed.
We don't need a motion to, waive public hearing. I mean,
We haven't been doing a front lot line adjustments.
we haven't, but we usually agree that we don't need
Yeah.
one.
Well,
We
we can do
probably
it.
should have a motion.
Okay, all right.
So it's on the right, a motion to, not have a public hearing for the robustman lot line adjustment.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
That makes it
That
easier.
makes it easy. If there was anybody else, it was, I figured if there was adjoining, there's a lot line between Maeve and us or something, it'd be a different story, but that'd be.
Yeah.
Just making it
You're
official.
you're on camera.
So, what else? We're all set then?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Good night, happy
Good
Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Tell
Just wanna show
Paula,
you.
I will. Get the road some Stuart.
oh, God.
Play the car drive, we can get a cup of coffee for
Oh, you're such a nice guy.
us. Romantic. I know.
Yeah.
They're probably all out, roses, you'd be in trouble.
Have a great night, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, here's the minutes from, December 12th and, January 9th. Now, I just look at this glitter ball Dani. She ever,
I haven't heard back from her since the
Yeah.
meeting.
I know.
No.
Huh. What is it, verbatim minutes? You know?
I don't think, they're really not
Oh,
though.
no?
No,
Mhm.
not at all.
Pretty close, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, whatever you're comfortable doing. You know?
I mean, I had talked to Anne Marie about it, and I do a report for the town board every month,
Yeah.
which is a page long.
Yeah.
Just the highlights.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys want from me. This is
I'm fine with
this
it,
is
but
what I
whichever.
know, because,
Yeah.
and it really is shrunk down a lot. I know it doesn't seem like it when
Yeah.
you guys are reading that, but
Yeah.
our meetings have been like 2 hours long every time. It's a lot.
You know, when we talked, I was thinking, how can we simplify this? But then when I was reading them and these projects, I think we have to be careful.
Right,
Right.
simplify it too much.
Yes.
And then I can always go back and reference the minutes too, if somebody says, well, this was said.
Yes.
And it might not be in the minutes, but if it's important, I'm putting it in the minutes.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, I think they look good. I'm sure those thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's time consuming.
it's
But-
killer.
Like I said, after looking at them and looking at the issues,
Okay,
I was like, oh, maybe
because
we
there's
better.
confusion and then
Yes.
it's just
And
clarifying
then if
really.
someone's reading them, they know exactly what
Right.
the issue was and how it
Right.
was resolved.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I like the way,
Okay.
especially all the motions are
It's
in the
not
back.
super
Yeah.
verbatim or
Yeah.
anything because
That-
I'm not quoting anyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not doing that. I'm
Mhm.
staying as far away as I can, but if Bob says something, then I'm like, he said, this is like, I don't know, what are we doing here, or,
No, but
you
I like
everybody
the
knows what you're
resolutions are all in the
saying.
back.
Yeah.
No, that's nice.
okay, okay,
The format's nice.
let's approve them things.
Okay, do I hear a motion to,
Okay,
them.
motion to approve.
did everybody get through the minutes? Do you have any comments on them before? Okay. Make a motion to
Oh,
approve the December 12th, 2024 planning board minutes?
A motion to approve.
Okay,
Did you just do it?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
And Bill seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
You weren't here. You can't go.
All right,
January.
I'll make a motion to approve the January 9th, 2025 minutes for the planning board meeting.
Second.
Second by Anne Marie, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, then we're good. Anything else I'm forgetting?
Yeah,
To adjourn?
one more motion.
A motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
A motion to adjourn the planning board meeting for February 13th, 2025 for the town of New
The
Baltimore.
day before Valentine's Day.
Yes, the day before Valentine's Day.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, kill the bird.